Hello and welcome to the Taste of Success blog. I'm Eleanor and happy almost Valentine's Day. As we all know, chocolate is the way to anyone's heart. So today I'm going to make a chocolate fest. I'm going to make a chocolate fondant or chocolate bomb, and we're going to have a little surprise in the middle, a little Valentine's Day surprise, which I'm going to add a little bit later, so make sure you keep watching to find out what that is. First of all, we're going to look at the ingredients that you're going to need. So these are ramekins. It's good to have separate ramekins for this rather than using a cupcake tray. It's much easier to work with. Got 2 layers of butter in there, melted butter. So the first layer goes on, it goes into the fridge to set, and then we add the other layer of butter and then a dusting of cocoa powder. We have butter, we have sugar. Now I've got half white caster sugar in there and half brown sugar. You can use golden caster sugar if you prefer. Plain flour, plain chocolate, vanilla extract. We've got 4 full eggs and 4 egg yolks. Now what we're going to start with doing is we're going to start by melting the plain chocolate along with the butter over a pan of simmering water. So we put this into a glass bowl and we melt them together. So we've melted the chocolate with the butter on this, which is called a bain-marie, over simmering water. It's almost completely melted now. You can't see any lumps of chocolate or any lumps of butter. So when it's got to that stage, take it off the boiling water and move it to one side and let it cool for about 10 minutes. Take the pan off the heat, and then we come to the stage where we work with the eggs and the sugar. So in this bowl we have the 4 egg yolks along with the 4 full eggs, and we add the sugar to it, and then it needs to be whisked together. So you can use a hand whisk if you'd like, but I prefer to use a slightly easier option, and use the electric whisk. So we whisk all together. Now what you're looking for is a trail that the whisk leaves behind, so that the mixture becomes lighter in colour, more aerated, so there's more air within the mixture, and it becomes thicker. So we'll have to mix it for a little while, but a trick that I find works quite well is take back that pan that you had the simmering water in, and every now and again just place the bowl over it. Not consistently, not all the time. So the eggs and the sugar have been beaten together until it's increased in volume and lightened in colour. As you can see by looking down here, you can see how much lighter it was than when I originally started beating it together. And you can see that it leaves a trail, and that's what you're looking for. So you know that the volume has increased. Now we're going to add the plain flour. We're going to sieve it as we put it in. So what we want is, we don't want to lose volume. Now, because we're using plain flour, the mixture won't rise on its own when you bake it. So you need to make sure that it doesn't sink or become flat and have no air in it. And the volume comes from the beating of the eggs and the sugar together. So this is quite vital that we don't lose that aspect of it right now. So I'm going to use a metal spoon to incorporate it. I'm not going to overbeat it, I'm going to fold it in. So I move the bowl round as I mix it. So now comes the fun bit, the chocolate bit. This is the ticket to anyone's heart for Valentine's Day. So we add this cooled mixture of dark chocolate, butter, and I've also put a teaspoon of vanilla in here with the flour, sugar, egg mixture. So do it in parts, so in about 3 parts. And again, using your metal spoon to combine it. So we come to the final stage of making the fondant. We have the mixture in the bowl, all chocolatey and delicious. Then we're going to put it into a pouring jug so that we can add it into the ramekins. So just plonk some of the mixture into the jug. Then we start to pour. Now, of course, we get chocolate everywhere, and that's just part of the course. So we pour it into the ramekins. Be reasonably generous.
Now we add my little twist on the chocolate bomb, specifically and especially for Valentine's Day. Now, it's a raspberry. I know doesn't sound that exciting, but raspberries go fantastically with chocolate. You see white chocolate and raspberry stuff everywhere nowadays. It goes just as well with dark chocolate. Now, what I'm going to do is take the pointy side and push it through the middle of, I'm hoping, is that when the chocolate bomb is baked, when the fondant is baked, and then you cut into it, that the gooey inside is infused with this raspberry flavour and it all pours out, because the raspberry won't hold its shape while it's baked, it will disintegrate into the centre. Now that's what I'm hoping, so we'll find out if that works. Let's see how it comes out. It should just come straight out of the ramekin. Obviously be careful of your fingers, that's why I'm using the tea towel to make sure that you don't burn yourself. Some raspberries nicely displayed there on the plate. So it should come straight out with all that butter. There we go. So on the side. Now I'm going to use some salted caramel on mine. So I always keep some salted caramel or caramel in the fridge. So the great thing about these fondant bombs is that you can freeze them and take them out of the freezer when you need them. They'll freeze for a good month before they go off. So that's great if you're going to use it for something in the future, or you want to do a big batch and use them as and when. So this is the result of R1. It's lovely and gooey inside. I've put salted caramel on the top and some raspberries on the side, and the raspberries worked perfectly in the inside, so it's come out with a goo, which is great. So let's just have a taste. The raspberry works perfectly. A great little surprise in the middle there for Valentine's Day if you're giving it to your loved one, or even if you want to treat yourself. Valentine's Day is all about treating yourself and your partner, so whether you're single or in a relationship, it doesn't matter. If you want any more tips or tricks from us, any tutorials, go to our website at www.tasteofsuccess.co.uk for other tutorials. Thank you for watching today, and remember, if you need to be supplied for any events or expos, or you want some confectionery or cake for a celebration or for your shop, then you know where to find us. Have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Goodbye.